Oh, hell, y'all done messed up now. You made me have a morning rant in the middle of the day. So we're sitting here today on the backside of Kanye West making comments about slavery. Before we jump into our conversation, let's take a peeky about what he said.
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all?
He also
So everybody going to cut him off after this, right? But what he said over to that is that he said there was a mental problem that was going on. Now, since then, I think over the last day or two, there's been a million posts about people saying about slavery and how it wasn't a choice. I'm appalled. We even had the guy from TMZ, one of the staffers, get up and express his little views. You know, he had a little bitch fit right there. Let's check him out.
Frankly, I'm disappointed. I'm appalled.
but a lot of people on social
Right? But the reality of it is this. What's made me the most sickening of this whole thing is the excuses that people have made for why in the world this man is wrong. Now, let me get this straight first. Okay, let's say this clearly. I think Kanye West is a goddamn idiot. Anybody who utilizes things just to get in the public eye, only to start stuff, only so forth, is an idiot. I mean, you're basically just trying to gain attention. It's a concept inside of the media. You garnish attention at any cost. If you are not getting good publicity, you need to start something and get some bad publicity. Bad publicity travels faster, and it polarizes people. He's trying to release a record, okay? So he's going to say all kinds of crap. But in this particular thing, I'd like to weigh in on my thoughts about slavery being a choice. First of all, let me tell you something extremely unpopular. Well, this is not unpopular, but I'm a man. All right. I'm not sad about it. I'm not covering it up. I'm not weakening it. You can call it macho, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't give a damn. What I know is I'm a man. I'm happy to be one. I'm a strong one. I take pride in defending my family. I take pride in being somebody who don't take shit from no one. If you get over on me, you got over on me because I let you, not because you had the power to do it. If I chose not to fight, I chose not, because every single interaction we have, I have a choice to fight, and I will fight you if I believe that you are in opposition to me, and I absolutely will fight you if I believe that you are threatening my people and my loved ones. You want to see the worst side of me in a very violent way. Woo, he said violence. Oh, he's so bad. Oh, he's non-political. Listen, if you want to see it, then challenge or threaten the people that I love. And you'll find out that I don't carry this 285 pounds just for the hell of it. Now, that being said, let's roll back to slavery. Let's think about this thing. I stood on the island in Goree Island. I had the opportunity inside Senegal, stood on Goree Island. And, you know, a lot of people tell me don't tell the story. But you know what? I tell the story because you need to understand that this is me. It's not a popular perspective for everybody. It's my perspective. And it's the one that I feel like we need to have going forward in order to be strong. I do not believe that we should spend the rest of our lives segmenting and segregating ourselves from people of different colors. I believe that there is opportunities for us to do wonderful things together. But first, we got to sort out our house. Now, I had the opportunity to stand in Goree Island. When I was standing in Goree Island, we walked from the point of no return. We saw some of the things that just destroy my soul, right? Rape, I believe, is one of the most worst crimes that can be done to a human being. And there were these little rooms that I swear you could feel and hear screaming out. They had been whitewashed, but it's like you just couldn't get it off. There was so much pain in this place, you couldn't get it away. And this was a room, before you went to the point of no return, that was dedicated, right? The room was dedicated to raping our women and forcing our men to rape those women to get them pregnant to produce more slaves by having more babies. And then they had this little cubby hole, couldn't even stand up inside of it, just for tossing the babies in and holding them off as part of slavery. I walked out of that horrific place. And when I walked out of a horrific place, I felt it. The sister who was next to me, she said, brother, you're going to have an emotional moment. I've been here before. You're going to have an emotional moment. And I'm thinking, no, I'm not. I'm strong enough. I'm not going to have the moment. And it just starts swelling up, swelling up, swelling up. And I didn't even feel it coming. And then a young Senegalese guy that was with us, he shows a statue and he starts talking bad about the French. And he starts talking bad about the British and how they did all these bad things. And I looked over while he was talking and I saw the shore of the car. Hold on. You don't understand. Paint the picture. Armament inside Goree Island is intense. The weapons that were brought in at that time took multiple ships to bring weapons like that in and then assemble them over a year, 2 years to fortify themselves in the forts of Goree Island. There was no way that the people on the shores of Dakar were not aware of what was going on. There was no way that people who have to arrive by ship could have come to that shore. We talking about Senegal, for God's sakes. You ain't brought all of Europe down. Even if you bring a conquering army, those people can't push in too much. We're having some resistance come back. So that meant that whoever was on the shore allowed this to happen. And when the young Senegalese guy looked at me, I looked at him, I said, I'll be damned if I'm upset at the damn French. There are bad people in the world. There will always be bad people in the world. They will never stop to be bad. They will never stop having bad ideas to do bad things to you. But it's when you fail to protect your own people, that is where the blame falls. And you know what? Some of you say, oh my God, he's victim blaming. To hell with that. I'm a man. I've expressed this point to one lady one time, a mother on the soccer field. And I had just walked away from our kids. You know, my daughter was playing with her sons on the same soccer team. She had 2 sons, 2 young boys. And the young boy had their father standing next to them. I had given him hellos, and I walked over and talked to my wife and the lady who was sitting talking distance. I expressed this point, and one of the key points I expressed was, at some point, as black people, we have to realize we fought a war and we lost. Now, we could have lost because of failure to industrialize. We could have lost because of failure to do the right things. We could have lost because of failure to grow our space. But God dang it, we lost. Period. We lost, okay? If we did not lose, there would not have been slavery. Nobody gets raped for hundreds of years. Nobody gets beat. Nobody gets tortured. No one gets hanged. Nobody gets lynched. If you won, you lost. They invaded. We lost, okay? We lost. Then our people who stayed lost to colonialism. As a country, as a continent, we lost. Now, we had some wars we won. We had some battles that we won, but overall, we lost. So I expressed this feeling to the young lady there on the soccer field. And she was like, you know, she wanted to be almost appalled by my statement. Oh, how could you say that? Oh, and, you know, people respond to these things not with intelligence, not with logic, but with emotion. How could you say that people, because we want to be victims so damn bad. How could you say that the people who were victimized were you victimizing the victim? What? Listen, kill that nonsense, okay? I'm not weak. I'm strong. I will not accept that someone is just stronger than me, and that's why my people went through this hardship. You ain't selling that to me. You ain't selling me a ball float of weakness. You can keep that shit. You can't have it. You understand? So we're sitting there, and my video is locked, but I'm going to keep on because I want to keep on adding to it. We're sitting there, and we're talking. And I tell the young lady, I say,